There we are, they're all here. It's Furia versus Gen.G 2v2. This is the culmination of two other 2v2s that we had on stream last night. Gen.G, spoilers, were able to take down Space Station Gaming's 2v2 team, and Furia were able to eliminate Complexity in a little mini 4-team single elimination tournament of sorts that we've had over the past two nights. All sponsored by Chalkcast. Chalkcast is a podcast run by Rizzo, CJ, and myself on Rizzo's Twitch channel every single week. Be sure to tune in. And thanks to the support of all of our viewers, we've been able to sponsor some show matches. So that's what we're doing right now. Winner of this will take $300 between the two players. Loser will get absolutely nothing. Now, Yan and Caard haven't been playing a lot of 2v2 together. At least not that I've seen recently, because Yan's been playing mostly with Lost, the other player for Furia. But if you stretch your mind back to Gamers 8 last season, Yan and Caard were one of the absolute best 2v2 teams in the tournament, beating Falcons 2 times in 2v2 in the grand final, no sorry, the semi-final, to put themselves into the grand final as favourites. They won the only 2v2 in the final as well. Absolutely one of the deadliest combinations of players that we've seen pretty much ever in the world of twos. And they're back at it again. Caard looking mechy, double tap in for 1-0. And a mechy Caard is a card that makes me very happy. That is not an easy double tap to hit. He's hit it way wide of the net, above the crossbar as well. Still able to slot it in with the second touch easily. And the differences I've seen, well, I've only seen now, this will be, what is it, the 5th game that I've seen with Furia's Caard and Yan back together in twos. After seeing many Lost and Yan 2v2s recently, whether it's ranked or show matches, I've seen a bunch of them. The difference is that Caard is more of a utility player than Yan and Lost. Yan and Lost, when they play 2v2, pretty much exclusively go for solo plays. Very occasionally you'll see a team play, but most of their team plays just happen as a result of someone's solo play outplaying both of the other players, and then the other player comes in and scores an open net afterwards. You could say that's a team play, but really I would call that a solo play. Caard, meanwhile, a lot more of a pass-first player, and in 2v2 that's actually not meta these days. It's quite rare to see someone who's a pass-first player in 2v2. Most players in 2s just want a solo play. In fact, it's something that a lot of North American pros have been criticizing recently, and for a long time even, if we're talking about G2's Chicago, saying that NA pros, bubble players, and everyone in the NA server just wants to hit an air dribble flip reset and then go back for the corner boost and try again later. That's not what you see from Caard. He knows he's got a world-class, just, you know, S-tier player on his team in Yan, and he's quite happy to bring the best out of him. Now, does that mean we're not going to see mechanical plays from Caard? Absolutely not. But does that mean we're going to see Caard playing for his teammate first? I would argue yes, and it's something that I'm loving from them. Oh, what a save by Caard. Apparently Jack had a monstrous dunk angle there, but Caard still kept it out. Yeah, to talk a bit about Gen.G as well, because I don't want to make this all about Furia, although it is wonderful to see them back together in twos with this combination of players. Jack and Chronic handled LJ and Hoxer pretty easily. They were just too mechanical. LJ and Hoxer couldn't keep up. They were constantly under pressure, constantly having their net and backboard peppered with shots. And that's so far not something that we've seen Gen.G be able to replicate in this game against Furia, which won't be a surprise to anyone who's familiar with Furia. The way to beat this team in RLCS this season for North American opponents has been strategy, not really speed. You need to be fast, but that's not, you don't beat them by outpacing them, you beat them by outpositioning them. Double reset Yan, denied by Chronic, who was looking especially mechanical in Jack and his match against LJ and Hoxer yesterday. Yan completely shuts down ApparentlyJack's attempted counter-attack before going the other way. ApparentlyJack's there to save it. Final minute now. Caard looking to center the ball towards Yan. Yan decides not to go. ApparentlyJack too close to the scene. Yan wanted the boost and the ball there, but did not come away with both. Safe play by Yan and Caard here. Yan ushering Chronic into the back corner as Caard keeps himself away from danger in the back of the net. Is either team in comms? I'm not sure. They probably are, but I haven't asked them. I haven't, made any requirements for this match. Big flick by Yan. Chronic just got a touch on it before it was too late. Caard with a bit of an awkward touch there. It's got more to do. Yan cuts the rotation and covers him. That's going to bring Chronic into the play. Jack looking for the double tap from close range. Chronic's there to slot the equalizer with just 9 seconds left. It's all about placement here for Gen.G. Chronic infield to Jack. Jack over the top of the goalkeeper. And then Chronic into the bottom corner. Just playing the ball away from Furia there. Furia had the back goal, the goal defended. Chronic goes for the pass. Furia had high shots defended. Chronic shoots low. Can Yan completely cancel out that effort? Oh, he can! What a shot from Yan, sorry. ApparentlyJack and Chronic were both in the area. Chronic forced him early. ApparentlyJack pre-jumped. But you do not save shots at that pace. 107 kph with a single reset. No deflection on the way in. That is a clean boomer of a shot from mid-air. And the kickoff does not go Gen.G's way. 1-0 Furia. Yeah, this looks like every bit as threatening as Yan Lost. Not to not to take anything away from Yan and Lost as a twos team, because I love watching those two play together. It is an unleashed kind of play style where you probably see more double demo attempts, and by double demo attempts I mean both Yan and Lost trying to demo the same player in a 2v1. You probably see more of those in Yan versus Lost 2v2s than any other combination of players in the world right now, which I love personally. I think that level of aggression is just so exciting to watch. But yeah, Yan and Caard have looked every bit as threatening in their matches yesterday and today. And we're talking against excellent opponents. It was CRR and Razebull yesterday, now it's Chronic and Jack. Yan and Caard have really looked dangerous without showing as many weaknesses as Yan and Lost do. Obviously Yan and Lost, when they continually attack together, they do leave gaps. It's kind of what they do. They know there are going to be gaps for their opponents to use, but they don't care. They just play their style regardless. And most of the time it works. But this looks very bulletproof from Caard and Yan. Much more controlled play. It's not like these Caard's just sitting around waiting for Yan to solo play as well. The first goal was a double tap by him. It was Yan who stole the show with the second, but Caard has been fantastic as well. Looking more than ready for RLCS in a couple of days' time. Actually, it's tomorrow, isn't it? What am I talking about? It's tomorrow! Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I'm actually so excited for North American RLCS. Regional 3 is going to be an absolute banger. Yeah, if you're watching this in video, it's probably already happened yet. These videos are going to be spread out over a week period where I'm not able to stream. So, congratulations if your team made it. Commiserations if they didn't. Better luck next season. So Yan centering there, no one there for it, but still a worthwhile touch to make. It forces Gen.G to use a little bit of boost just to make sure the ball stays in a safe location. Yan just going left to right here, still in one boost, goes back across the box, steals the other boost, back across the box again, steals the other one. The Caard wasn't able to follow up and keep the pressure on, so into defense they go. Caard 50s it into the middle. It's always a dangerous angle to be trying to send the ball. When you're in comms, of course, it does help. Your goalkeeper should be able to get on the end of most of those, but yeah, definitely don't try that in ranked, because most of your goalkeepers will probably push up when you're about to make the off-the-wall touch, anticipating a hit downfield, and then when you instead hit it into the ceiling as a back pass, they're not there to receive it. So be careful if you are going to try and replicate that in your own games. Caard faking a wall play just very subtly there. Chronic didn't bite on it. That Caard's slowing the game right down here. Knowing that he didn't have a lot of boost, he just wanted some kind of commitment out of Gen.G before seeing what he was going to do. Caard just sitting close to the ball there, forcing Chronic to relinquish possession. Very controlled performance, but ApparentlyJack slams in a challenge. Nearly bounced off the ceiling and into the Furia net. And now here comes Chronic. One reset for him. Wanted the top corner flick, but it went a bit too low towards the goalie. And now ApparentlyJack's been bumped off the play. Yan, heavy first touch. Wanted Chronic to back down. Chronic not falling for that trick. Both teams trading possessions, but now finally Gen.G combine. Jack offloads to Chronic. Chronic makes a play for the corner. Yan is there, takes it off him. Doesn't have any boost left, but you've always got to worry about what Yan can do. Even at a standstill, completely out of boost. Caard also running out of boost here, but he's not going to take himself out of the game for free. Gets a 50-50 for his trouble. That's all the chaos Yan needed to get involved in the play. Well, how has he managed to sneak that one past Jack? Mid boost, not there. Yan backs off all the way to the defensive corner now. He's consistently getting clean touches in the ball here, Yan. After slowing the pace of the game down, Furia have had these bursts of speed to surprise Gen.G. There's one of them from Yan. Chronic, unprepared. 40 seconds left in game 2. Still scoreless. Furia have got lots of boosts to play with here. Yan calls Caard off. One reset. Wanted the pop. Chronic just got there in time. ApparentlyJack dusts Caard as well. That's going to be open for Chronic. Yan took too long to get back, and suddenly Gen.G have a 1-goal lead. Oh wow, Yan landed really badly there. I don't think Caard realized just how out of the game Yan was. Took a bit of a risk jump into challenge. Yan was not there. Big time dodge there on the demo kickoff. Good read by Gen.G to spot that one from Furia. Yan with excellent awareness. Sees the challenge from behind coming. Jack is full chase right now though. Wants to help out Chronic as much as he can as Chronic waits behind him. Here goes Jack. Has he got a second? Yes, he does. That's surely going to be game. Only 3 seconds to go. Gen.G inch their lead ahead by 2 goals. That was a very tense game for a while. It looked like Furia had Gen.G on the ropes, but Gen.G held on. I mean, Gen.G getting a lot of hate. I want to talk a bit more about Gen.G and RLCS as well in this match, because Gen.G have been getting a lot of doubt sent their way recently. They are tied right now for 5th place in points with FaZe Clan. Obviously, Gen.G were 2nd place in the Regional 1 this split, 9th place in Regional 2, and FaZe were the opposite, 9th place in Regional 1, 2nd place in Regional 2. So they've had inverted results, but the fact that FaZe have had the good result more recently has most of the people I've seen predicting Regional 3 putting FaZe in and Gen.G lower down on the standings. Now, I actually do agree with that. I think FaZe are my pick in terms of who's going to win. I think it's FaZe. They took Regional 3 in both splits so far. Oh no, they didn't take it in Split 1 actually. They took Regional 1, then 2 and 3 in the next one. But yeah, I think that they're going to take Regional 3 again. I think this is going to be FaZe's one to get. They improved last split towards the end. I think they're going to do it again. But I don't think Gen.G are just going to spiral out of the tournament. I think Gen.G's consistency throughout the year has them easily in a favorite position, front-running position to make the major. I think it would be wild to say otherwise. Well, Gen.G have got a very easy goal there. Yan's ceiling pinch had Gen.G in a bit of trouble, but then suddenly he slows down on his rotation back just long enough to give ApparentlyJack a clean run at the ball. Yeah, I said it on Shotcast the other day. Actually, I think Rise had the same prediction. I think we all pretty much had the same predictions of who's going to make it. We all said Gen.G, FaZe, Complexity, V1, and Space Station Gaming. And Space Station Gaming seems to be the 5th pick for a lot of people because they've been consistent. And consistency usually helps you qualify. It's not one peak result, one terrible elimination that gets you to, feel good going into Regional 3. It's 2 third places, or, a 3rd and a 4th. And I believe SSG's case. A nice finish here by Caard. After getting the ball past Chronic with only 12 boosts available. Optic haters, classic. Why SSG, not Optic? Because in the last event, Optic went out 0-4-0-4. They just got 4-0'd twice. So I'm not convinced by Optic in terms of consistency. I think they had a great Regional 1. AJ was the best player in the entire tournament, and they made top 4. But for Regional 2, they were extremely quiet. I wasn't impressed by Optic at all. I thought that they were, decent against G2, but G2 have also been quite disappointing. And then, yeah, 0404 out of the event. I don't know. I think Space Station have just been more consistent. So I have to back them. They took out Gen.G in the upper bracket last event. Yeah, I think SSG are just more convincing resume, more consistent results. Don't really need to explain it any more than that. But yeah, Optic are obviously in the running. My pick for number 6, barely missing out, is actually Furia, though no jinx, so I hope I'm not wrong for putting that information out there in a match where they're actually playing on my channel. Lovely pass by Jack here. Now look at what Jack does with this open net opportunity. He knows that if he shoots that, he's going to miss. So he passes to Chronic instead. Chronic has a much better angle to score the open net from distance. That's, you know, genius for multiple reasons there by Jack. Not only does he know that his open net accuracy is probably top 1, or maybe top 2, top 3, I'd say, for worst in the world. And he's not second or third. But he also knew that Chronic had a better chance of getting the shot past the goalkeeper as well. So very smart decision. What's the worst in the world? Well, yeah, Jack's definitely one of the worst open net shooters in the world when it's content, but in RLCS I don't think he's that bad. Most people who are associated for missing open nets, miss open nets during content, streaming, YouTube videos, kind of situations, or show matches, but I don't know, does Jack miss open nets in RLCS? I don't think he misses that many open nets, maybe like a few, but everybody's missing open net at some point. OSM is definitely the most consistent open net misser in 1v1 history. I don't remember the last time I saw an OSM series where he didn't miss an open net. Oh my word. Well, Chronic really testing the limitations there. Looks like it might actually work. ApparentlyJack floating in for a shot. Now caard nearly top corners it in his own net. Everybody forgetting which team they play for a moment there. And here comes caard. Corner wall double being attempted here. Not able to get much of a shot on it. But he does bump Jack away from the play. Yan backwards, beaten to the ball by Chronic. Fake challenge, followed up by a reverse. Yan leaves it for caard. caard with half a tank of boost just before he crosses the halfway line. Nearly had the reset there. Accidentally jumped off the ball. Yan's missed the boost. He didn't need it too much himself, but that left it available for Chronic to steal. Gen.G have wrestled control away from Furia here. A Furia who looked just perfect in game 1. Now Gen.G are just edging them every game. Yan misses a sidewall shot there. Tried to kill his upper momentum while hitting the ball. Accidentally missed. And caard's reset goes astray. Frustrating passage of play for Furia. They're still down by 1. They have been for a while. Can caard get anything done? Chronic's trying to get back to defense here, and that's a great cut. Yan dives. caard has to play this. He does. He's actually stayed up and faked it. Jack read the fake and blocks it into the ground. What a read by Jack. And we didn't get to look at his POV there because we were just watching a live play, not a replay. That was, I think, a pretty convincing fake there by caard. It would have got a lot of people to bite on it. Jack is not one of them. So it looks like Yan's gone back right there. caard forces the kickoff to the other corner. Either that or Gen.G's kickoff player noticed where Yan was going and hard forced it the other direction. Now caard with the first big chance of the game. It's a bit too under the ball in his reset attempt though. Some of his resets have been falling flat in the past while. He's got to dial it back in. It was consistent mechanics in game 1. And it's been pretty consistent since then. Not quite good enough against the organized Gen.G pairing. They should have went with Yan and lost. I mean, Yan and lost did play against CRR and Razeable in a show match, and they did lose. So, you know, caard and Yan were able to do what Yan and lost weren't able to do, and that was beat CRR and Razeable in a 2v2 best of 5. So I don't think that's the problem at all. Caard puts in the first goal. It's Jan's crushing 50-50 that created it. Great line of approach there by Yan. Completely stuffing apparently Jack's idea. Chronic hasn't looked as much of an individual threat in these games today against Furia as he did against Space Station Gaming yesterday. Versus Space Station Gaming, Chronic looked undefendable at times, but it's been much more of a team performance by Gen.G today. Trying to be as safe as possible, trying to be as solid as possible. They know from all their experience playing Furia in threes, all their experience playing Furia in ranked, that you don't beat this team by just disrespecting their mechanics and thinking you're going to get to the ball first every time you try. You beat them with strategy, positioning, decision making. So far that's how they've been able to do it. It's Jack again, just sneaking into an offensive position that Furia did not expect. Chronic air dribbles it well, but look at Jack just lurking downfield. Had an idea of where that play was headed. He was there first. Saudi and Spain was a less stacked lobby than this match. I mean, I would say if I was ranking the 2v2 players on, you know, KSA Spain, Furia, Gen.G, it's actually very difficult to say because Naupo TRK are pretty terrifying. They might be my top pick. Like if I was to just straight away, right now, gun to my head, predict who wins, TRK Naupo or either of these teams, I'd probably say TRK Naupo, but it's not by much. It's very close. And then I think the Spanish team Atomic Stizzy would be my pick to lose to anyone in this lobby. So yeah, I would say my ranking off what I've seen today and recently would be TRK Naupo number 1. And this is just out of the 4 teams we've seen today. I'd put TRK Naupo number 1. So far, Gen.G would have to be number 2 because they're winning this series. And then you put Furia 3 and Atomic Stizzy 4. But they're all world-class teams. Did you guys see, by the way, Chronic just spawned right in front of Jack and actually had some kind of like tee-up play. I think that's what happened. Yeah, Vatira Zen did lose to TRK and Naupo when they played them. I've not casted them yet, but I think there's a decent chance we get that again in the future. TRK and Naupo have built up quite a list of pros who want to beat them, so I'm sure we'll get more matches between that pairing and others in the EU server. Immaculate first touch by Yan. The boost usage quite heavy on that play though. Still able to put Jack in a tricky position. And a great read by Yan as well to stop Chronic's clear ball towards him. I mean, you're getting a lot of these plays from Furia where it looks like they've just outplayed their opponents, but Gen.G aren't really allowing anything to happen off this. You know, Furia get one player out the game, they read the other player, but the recoveries of Gen.G are constant. Seems like there's 3 of them in the pitch at times as one gets outplayed. But he's back so quickly that it's not like someone is in a 1v2 for very long. Chronic did do very well there though. Yan to the side wall to Caard. He takes one touch. Wanted to go back middle there towards Yan. Didn't want to extend that far. Perfect play by Yan. Beats his first man there. Caard not on the same page. Yan wanted to try make a passing play available, but Caard drove in front and actually forced the issue. Yan still getting such fast plays in the ball. He's got everybody jumping in a hurry. 15 seconds to go in game 4. Double match point Gen.G. This would do it if they can just get one more goal. It's Caard. Leaves the ball to Yan. Plays for the demo. AppJack reads the high double tap. And now it's Caard against Chronic. Chronic covers low. And we'll decide game 4 in overtime as well. Gen.G 1 goal away from taking it. Yan tries for the immediate kickoff goal. Misses. It looks like Gen.G are going to lose control immediately afterwards anyway. Furia fire it right back at them. But notice Jack just darting back into the midfield here. Wants to stay close enough to Chronic that he can react if Chronic wins a 50-50 middle there. He can also react if Chronic gets beaten to the ball. That's so smart as well by Chronic. Back corner deflection. Yan just goes full face first into the corner. That's exactly what Jack wanted. And now look who's in control. It's Jack and Chronic in offense after defending briefly in the back corner. Such a safe place to be, that back corner in twos, if you know how to get behind the ball and 50-50 it well. Chronic, no center ball with a double tap there. Looks like it's what he wanted. And it's caard behind the ball well in the back corner. Yan beats Chronic to it. Look how quickly Jack is back to help out though. He's past one. It's Jack against Yan. Wanted the mind game. Yan played ball. A lot of play here in the Furia back corner. Chronic refuses to dive in. Lovely first touch by caard. Jack is going to track that the whole way though. Just make sure that this is not going to land in a dangerous position. Here goes caard again off another one of his challenges. Chronic too quick to let that one go past him. Big challenge by Jack. Baits the flick from Yan. Oh, he's landed badly though. caard has an open net. And it looks like Jack did not land on the crossbar like he wanted. He faked the challenge, got the flick, but he landed sideways. He did not land wheels on the wall. And that lost control. It was a very tricky landing, to be fair. Didn't get enough power on it to take the ball to the top of the goal with him. We're going to settle this one in Game 5 as well. Game 5 in the Chalkcast show match of the night. Furia Gen.G. With one more 2v2 game. Winner takes $300. Like I already said in this video. Shout out to myself, CJ, and Rizzo. And all of our Chalkcast listeners and Chalkcast patrons for making that possible. Even if you don't want to listen to any of the content that we make on the podcast, be sure to support the podcast in any other way. Maybe you've got a friend who likes listening to podcasts when they drive or when they want to ignore what their lecturer is saying in school. Don't do that at school, because that's a bad idea. Listen to your lecturer. Do your homework. Yeah, if you know somebody who likes a Rocket League podcast, be sure to let them know. Chalkcast putting out weekly live episodes and weekly bonus episodes. Have been for a while now. Although I do say that right as Rizzo is about to go away for, I think, 10-day vacation or something. So we're not going to be live for another week or two. But soon we'll be back. Don't worry, we'll be back. So a caard double tap starts off Game 5 just as he started off Game 1. Oh, that's a brilliant dunk as well. Yan makes it too. But it was caard who surprised Jack with how quickly he was able to get up for this one. Jack not ready. He thought that he had a good touch there, but got massively dunked on. Caard and Yan try and add to their tally with a fake kickoff, but Jack read it and then missed the double. He actually had the rebound there, but he misread it, put it wide of the goal. Now, does that qualify as an open net? Up for debate. Some would say it does. Does anyone want to check actually right now? I can't do it myself. Don't want to tab out in case we drop some frames, but is the latest Chalkcast episode re-uploaded on YouTube yet? I know that yesterday, I said it earlier on in the stream, but yesterday we uploaded one. And it was accidentally cut 30 minutes short on the YouTube video. That was a mistake. Quite a few people were asking. Was that intentional? No, it wasn't. And it is now fully uploaded. Thank you guys for letting me know. So yeah, if you missed the end of yesterday's episode, I would encourage you to go listen to it. Rise and Joyo. Wonderful guests as always. But yeah, Joyo's outro at the end was unbelievable. Rise did the intro, Joyo did the outro. We basically don't even do anything anymore. We just get guests and then they carry. So probably need to get them on as permanent co-hosts very soon. As soon as their pro careers are over. Chronic with a lot of time to decide what to do here. Oh, that's a decent flick. That is a decent flick by Chronic. Wow. Did he hit that well? Yan and caard both trying to get a challenge in. Chronic puts it in off the post in the top corner. Were they both demoed there? I think they were. And notice how Chronic set that one up. He had the ball rolling off the front of his car almost as he flicked it. And that's usually a position where players have to admit, yep, I've lost control of the ball. This one's going to need to be a low 50. But Chronic clipped it at the very last second. And if you can do that, I mean, look at what happens. It really does fly. Caard with a floor double. Not a bad one as well. Steals the boost off the back of it. Yan's going to try and keep the pressure on, something you can always counter Yan doing. If you get a good shot on net, he is going to be all over the opponents, making their life difficult. But can they find the balance here? Furia investing a ton of boost in that attack. Gen.G on the counter, but Jack misses yet another open net for content. Sticking to the plan, sticking to the script. He's keeping his brand intact. I mean, that would have had his stocks plummeting if he hit an open net there. I think he's missed 2. Has he missed 2 this game? I'm not sure if it was both this game. After I said, nah, he doesn't miss that many. It's only in content matches that he misses if he's missed 2. So I guess that relegates this Chalkcast match to a content match. I've kind of disrespected ourselves. Makes you wonder though, does verbalizing it, does, you know, Jack's live commentary of his own open net misses actually reduce his confidence of future open net attempts? As much as we love it for content, should he start trying to manifest open net goals by speaking more positively about his ability? I don't know, I'm not an esports psychologist, but there might be something there. Still plenty of time for Jack to remedy the situation. Chronic looking to get on the end of that pass. First time intercepted by Yan. Here comes Jack again. Chronic just lurking in the middle here. Jack calls solo play. Yan again stops it short of any danger. Pop middle. Potentially for caard, but not enough boost for the veteran. Chronic forced to shoot first time. He was right at boost as well. Looks like everybody's out of boost here. Yan running low. Caard running low in the defense as well. He just got a touch there, caard. Time now starting to get a bit away from Gen.G. What have they got left? Jack wanted the low 50. Caard's fake challenge denies it. Jack still does manage to 50 it towards Chronic, and Chronic will get past Yan. Solid challenge by caard though as we approach the final 10 seconds. It's Jack and Chronic going 2v1. Chronic's chasing Yan into the goal here. Jack's trying to 50 it low, but Yan flies straight through the pair of them. And now all caard's got to do is get this ball into the ground and they will have won it. He tries to shoot on target actually, not that it matters. Furia take it in 5. And they will be going home. Well, maybe they probably are already home. They're going to be staying home with $150 each. Congratulations to the pair of them. They take the 5-game thriller against Gen.G. Bit tougher than Complexity yesterday, but they got the job done. Caard and Yan, still a force to be reckoned with. One final shout out, of course, to Chalkcast for sponsoring this show match. If you do want to join the Chalkcast Discord or access the Patreon where you can see previews of the bonus episodes and decide whether or not it's worth your while, use the !Chalk command in chat right now.